One stream, I had an idea. Playing Carry the Glass was fun, but surely if I had full control, it would be easier, right? So I sat and I asked myself a question. Can I beat Carry the Glass using 2 controllers? The opening sections give you a basic tutorial on the controls. I can rotate and adjust the height of the glass using only 1 controller, thankfully. And I'd never get these 2 buttons confused, right? At this stage, as long as I align both cameras to be facing the same way, I could pretty much mirror my inputs. Or this section, where I can take as much time as I want to align any of my jumps, and just do the exact same thing on both controllers. At this stage in the challenge, it was a breeze. I was having fun. Did I realise that my microphone was currently muted and that's why I'm recording this over the voice commentary? No. Oh well. Our first introduction to these spinning blocks and hammers was a breeze, and it was at this point in the challenge when my confidence was skyrocketing. How hard could it be? Shortly after, we reached this checkpoint, where the game really begins. Need to jump onto this moving platform and then avoid the hammer. But with this camera angle, I just had no depth perception and it wasn't going to work. But after learning from this mistake, we adjust our camera angle on our next attempts and it's smooth sailing. We then continue into the next bit, which is just a bunch of jumps we can pre-line up, even if I'm being a bit extra cautious about it all.
Just to be like, hey, was that you pinging me? That's actually only my second death. No, it isn't. No, you're kidding. What?
After going through the 5 stages of grief, we continued and got back to where we were, slowly working our way up the platform we slipped off before.
You're scared? Please, 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 please. I can't remember if I get a checkpoint the second I hit the ground over there, but you need to give me that checkpoint. I was going to jump. If I miss this cliff, the stream ends. Okay. Easy.
Next, I get the chance to recreate my childhood dreams of being on Total Wipeout, and the challenges that brings.
Okay. But now, the strategy where I just line it up and it goes doesn't work anymore. Okay, so now I actually need to be doing 2 different things with my hands. What do you want? What the hell are you doing? What? Stop. 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 Close. Yeah, I can't solve both problems at once. Okay, this is not ideal, but I can at least... Okay, if the jumps are not lined, I can at least very quickly look between the 2. Let's try that. Play like a normal co-op game. Where's my checkpoint? Oh, which... Okay, do we want to go sideways? No. I'm not getting a sideways vibe from this. I'm scared to jump blue, and it's so obvious that I'm terrified. You're going to give me a checkpoint here. Thank you. I really came into this with this expectation that this would take maybe like 2 hours. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Oh.
After spending some time practicing a top-down view, we went for it, and by some miracle, didn't die. To my own surprise. There was only one more jump between me and the checkpoint, which, luckily, we got on the first attempt. With this spiky ball section, as long as I was in a straight line, it minimised the ways I could get hurt.
Panicking. Straight panicking. How close can we get? Don't like how you're chilling there. Oh, that hurt. That was me. That was entirely my fault.
It was at this stage in the challenge where instead of trying to mirror my inputs on both controllers at the same time, I'd individually move each controller to be as careful as possible, even going as far as to put down the other controller while I'm doing so.
I did not even have my hand on the blue controller. If something had gone wrong, That couldn't have been on me. Oh, I was like, why did that go so awry?
These spinning platform sections here become a warm-up for what is to come. I never really did come up with a consistent setup for them. Just a bit of blind faith, a bit of brute force, and a bit of luck.
Look, I'm just jumping when it feels like I need to jump, and you need to give me a checkpoint after that. Emotionally I can't go through that again. Thank you. That was the longest bait of a checkpoint.
Getting this new checkpoint only brought us a small moment of relief. After dealing with the traffic, we encountered our next big problem.
No, I haven't looked. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we actually doing? I haven't prepped for this.
This section right here really brought a taste of what was to come.
Oh my god, I did that last time!
After 20 minutes, I worked out that if I positioned both cameras looking slightly different directions, I can monitor the hammers just a bit easier. After a tiny bit of luck, we finally made it through.
I deserved that. Every single bit about that, I deserved. Yeah, I'm actually terrified. I don't want to do this bit.
As a welcome change of pace in that previous section, this was probably the easiest part to play solo. Unlike my kart playthrough, having both controllers in my control meant any timing based obstacle was a breeze.
First try.
However, we've gone from a section I've done first try to a part I was dreading the entire run.
With some of the earlier sections, like, I was having to gun it. We've lost that skill. Okay. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell. I didn't mean to pause the game. But not an ideal time.
Accidental pauses aside, this really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It helped that I wasn't playing on hard mode, which meant I got the checkpoint that wouldn't have been there otherwise, letting me be a bit more carefree with my attempts.
I couldn't do that. Oh, this is the checkpoint. Oh, is this... I didn't know that was a safe spot. I thought the blue had to straddle the jump. Okay, does blue need to straddle the next jump? My heart says yes. Thank God. Just doing some micro adjustments. I could feel my heartbeat. Ah, I can feel it. I don't have my wristwatch on. I was going to be like, what's my heart rate?
That section may not have seemed like much, but a large part of my original kart run got stuck back there. Next, we slowly work our way through a maze before timing a bounce on the bread ball.
Yeah, no, that's valid. I completely respect everything that's just happened there.
Although it's only one jump, I was on this section for so long that it led to my biggest mistake yet. After half an hour of attempting this jump, I got too complacent.
Make it, just make it, just make it.
After making the jump, I took a 2-minute break, and by the time I came back, I completely forgot what was at stake.
This is easy. This is actually easy.
Oh, the carrots is the wrong way around.
For my hands.
Oh,
So I saw that beam after. I forgot. I genuinely. I wouldn't have done something. Oh, I thought I was safe. I was done. Mentally, I had relaxed. Okay, and there's no danger here.
after spending an extra 10 minutes getting back to this point and learning from my past mistakes, I took the proper time to set up this jump.
So my problem was No! What the fuck? What the fuck? No, no. What the hell? What the actual hell? What the actual hell is this? See, and that's how we do that segment. Boy, did I forget about that. That obstacle. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Was there an actual strategy that I should have implemented there? Yeah. I don't like whatever that is.
I was right to look at this part in disbelief, as I need to angle and time my jumps between these beams to avoid being hit by the walls.
That was better than expected. We can't be mad at that. That was so much further than I thought I was going to get for first attempt.
And that was a really good first attempt. I almost made it. It would be a shame if I didn't get another run like that for, say, an hour and a half.
The hell? It's been an hour and a half.
Rightfully, we celebrated for a tiny bit before getting right back to carrying our glass.
Okay, so these are the introduction to falling platforms.
At this stage, jumps where I can line myself up ahead of time have become trivial. That's why going forward, the obstacles are either time-based or have moving elements, just to keep me on my toes.
Thank you.
With some practice, navigating the rollers became easier, and I did find setups to consistently pass them and the moving hammer. But after getting to the spike and ball section, the main issue occurred. Moving the correct character in the correct direction. I'm so used to having the blue character on my left side that if it isn't, I will move the characters off the ledge.
They were the other way. We'll just pray that we get it first try, because otherwise we will scream, but... Okay. Yeah, but now what? Checkpoint. Checkpoint, yeah? Checkpoint. We're done. Go for the other strategy, which is you both use the exact same platform. How are we still alive? Oh my god, that was only one jump. I've got to do that jump 50 million times.
Ice sections in platforming games are notorious for their difficulty, and this game is no exception. On my kart run, we got stuck here for a very long time, and so I was pleasantly surprised on the progress that I was making at this stage. After doing some basic spike jumps, we're confronted with another maze, but we can just go around the outside this time.
I have I have this really big concern that I'm going to jump and orange is going to get dragged against my will. Oh, buddy, don't do that. I'm scared. I'm actually petrified. I haven't touched both controllers at the same time in a while. Oh, thank God that's a checkpoint. This work. I had no right to make this. I've not planned. Okay. Well, this is terrible. Oh, really? No. The issue with these spikes is there's never a gap you can just walk over. You have to bounce on them at least once. After finding the timing and getting quite lucky, we finally made it across them. Then, it was just a case of being careful on the ice and graciously making it to my next checkpoint. Checkpoint. Easy. So. There. Okay. Green, blue, purple, red, yellow. This part started more dramatic than I had planned, but choosing the right doors really isn't too much trouble, especially compared to what we've already had to deal with. And then we were on to our last checkpoint. Although it's not the hardest checkpoint we've had to deal with up until this point, it does bring together all of the skills we've been forced to learn. First, ice platforms and moving spikes. Okay, so this is going to be the hardest bit. I'm not ready. After that, we have a bigger problem. Trying to coordinate using both of my characters on the degradable platforms without missing them and then jumping back over. Now I want to jump late and then ignore every intended mechanic of this puzzle and just jump on the same one. Okay. Oh, my forearm is cramping like hell. But okay, that's the camera angle we're going with. I've started this way too late for my comfort. Furthest we've ever got, PB. PB. Good luck, everyone. What am I doing? I'm gonna try something I don't want to try. I had no evidence whether this was gonna disappear. Oh, that hurt me more than it should have. Okay, that's tilt. We do not want to press tilt whatsoever. We have to jump. We done. We done. If we're done. We're done! We did it! Oh my god. Sub 5 hours. Sub 5 hours, there we go. And that is Carry the Glass with 2 controllers. I couldn't have said it better myself. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. This was such a fun challenge to do, and I stream other stuff like this on my Twitch, which I will link down below. But until next time, I'll catch you guys in another one.